My precious buddies, so what did they tell me here? An old hunter told me about a cabin in the Taiga. I decided to come, but I couldn't get close to it, because I really like walking on foot. I walked 9 kilometers in snowshoes, without snowshoes. I'll show you now how it doesn't fall. I entered a pine forest hut, unsure of the exact location, likely somewhere in the woods. The navigator didn't provide a precise point, but I entered the forest here. In the old pine forest, there are many kapakaili tracks. You'll see them now. I'll walk along the forest and swamp. It should be somewhere around here. A man left the hut, he built it, but he left this place and left the hut behind. Well, it's kinda considered his, you could say. Let's go and see what kind of hut it is. They said there are some problems with the roof, but we'll take a look. Sorry if there will be... Planes. Sorry if you hear knocking or the snow crunching. It's nothing to worry about. Let's go. Spring, and that's it. It means these are purely ecological places. I'm all ready, friends. I can see the outline of the hut. Sometimes it collapses under your feet. You see the snowshoes. Sometimes even with snowshoes you fall through. Let's go. The hut is already visible and looks intriguing. There it is, there it is. I've never been here before. Together with you, we'll discover this new place. I don't understand why there's a hut in these places. It's pretty far from the lake, and the lake is small, so there's no point. The structure might be for hunting kapakeli, geese, or other game. It's situated in a fascinating location. Let's investigate further. Friends, look, there are some cool things right away. An antenna, look at that one. An interesting hut. The logs are covered. Let's go take a look. I see snowmobile tracks, old ones. Someone comes here. The hut is made of raw wood. Well, it used to be anyway. No foundation, no stones, just like that. Oh, wow, look. Kapakeli droppings. It's all covered in kapakeli droppings. Did they spend the night here or something? The roof leaves much to be desired. Of course, in the hut it probably collapsed. Yeah, really. These are some super remote places. Maybe I'll go for a run in the morning and take a look around here. For some reason I thought she was one of the old women who lived here. I don't know how many years. Look at this burnt out chimney, and there are some inscriptions on it. Ten small crowns were placed on the moss, on the damp spot, and a boggy one was placed too. Well, the roof is in really bad shape. The roof is really bad.
I'll explain again. In the summer, it's just impossible to get to this hut, really. It's just not possible at all.
I'm taking off my snowshoes.
I set out early today. By the time I got here, it's just that right now, walking is interesting.
Maybe I'm dressed lightly, not even carrying a backpack. Everything I have is on my belt. It's a utility belt.
Whoa, see, that's how you sync with it. Look French. I'll show you right away. Here are some Kappa Kaylee droppings right here.
And what are they doing here? Obviously, they come here. Here are the stones they have, like this gravel. Look, that's all.
I imagine you come out in the morning from the SB and here, well, that's what you see.
Yeah, interesting. These are logs, some old firewood that's already been prepared, but no one has been here for a long time.
That's how it is. Take a look, friends. I can't see from here. Take a look. What's over there?
Alright, so...
Great, it's an Izba.
This is a Taiga Izba, my friends. Look how cool everything is here.
Look immediately to the right.
Books. Books, here they are. These are books. People, in general, well, how to say, they forget what books are.
Then, we'll take a look at the book review. I'll do it from the little piles just here. I'll clear everything up.
Yeah, interesting. So look, let's do the walls.
Yeah, the hut is so bright inside, it's not that old. There are some tools here. A saw, nails. A pie, Kappa Kaylee.
Okay.
Listen, well, the cabin is really cool. The structure is visibly deteriorating at the top. It's unbelievably stuffy, unlike anything I've ever experienced.
Wow, really, look, there's a vent. That's cool, awesome. Listen, I like it. Let's clear the table, spread out our newspapers. What year are these newspapers from?
2013.
Looks like someone was here. From 2013, even 2009, see?
2009, 2013. Matches left, mice. I'll clean up here. All right? That's the kind of stove it is.
A kettle. Basically, this hut was made with love, of course. With love and understanding. It's really cool.
So what's behind the door like that?
I have great respect for this type of stove. They are truly awesome and cool.
Chic.
There is firewood for kindling here. It appears someone visits occasionally and the cabin looks somewhat unfinished.
You see, there are gaps like this. Here are some gaps, just boards laid on top. There's firewood.
Well, in general, it's obvious right away, friends. Friends, you can immediately see this is a rarely visited place, and here, either there won't be anyone at all.
And this was built with love, and when you step outside, right away you see Kappa Kaylee droppings.
They probably cleaned it up.
Nice.
Yeah, everything is neat, but I don't know. For me, this is neat. For you, maybe you'll say it's kind of primitive or something else, but I think it's cool. Look at the window, and look, this is an absolutely gorgeous fishing rod. The fishing rod is actually a real rarity. I've seen it Those who are my age, or probably even older, you know what I mean.
In the village during the summer, they had these fishing rods and would give them to us kids without hesitation. Here's the fishing line, and here's the fishing rod itself.
The year 2005. It's written in some non-Russian language. I don't know what it says here. And again, the year 2005.
So neat, so beautiful. Well, basically, that's how it is. That's the kind of hut it is, the only roof. With a roof, there are problems. Problems with the roof. That's it.
You know what, friends? I immediately had an idea, and I've wanted to share it for a long time. I thought we could work together here to sort out these roof issues. It would be interesting on these huts. Look, there's a little window. Let's walk around it. Without snowshoes, of course. I wouldn't have made it here.
Well, it's a cool hut. Today I'm thinking, it's a cool hut, friends. I'll come here to spend the night sometime.
Are there Capocailis here? What's this place like, and how does it work?
You can see everything. Someone was doing some activities here, and then they stopped doing it. I don't know what it's connected to, but the fact that these places are wild, that's for sure.
Alright, friends, don't subscribe.
Thanks for watching my hike. Wishing you health in your hands, feet, and a bit over there too. We're closing the hut, which is made in a very interesting way. I love huts. Each one is a creative work. What's this here? What is it? This interests me. Friends, look, what's this? Is it some kind of ice drill? Wow, look at that. It's a real rarity. There's even oil for kindling. Most likely I'll come here to spend the night. Alright, friends, see you later.